Okay, so first I have a disclaimer to do. And for those of you that have already assisted to my talk the last time, 1 month ago or something, excuse me, there will be some common part, but I will try also to innovate. So this, I would guess, would be the curve of revenue that every entrepreneur would like to get. And I kind of managed to do it, except the other way around. So this is my bank account. So it's dangerous, and it's something that you really need patience to engage in those kinds of adventure, and you really need to believe. So we told about, you heard already a little bit about who I was. Actually, there is a saying that for starting a startup, you need two kind of guys. You need a hacker, a hipster, and a hustler. And I'm a little bit in the middle, so it's a kind of a strange spot to be, but I believe I feel a little bit of all of those boxes. And by the way, I like also Lego very much, and it's probably one of the reasons why I've become an engineer. So this is what I'm trying to do now, like it was mentioned, so it feels sometimes a little bit of a really hard task. And I will tell you about that in a moment. So we often we often think of innovation as something that has to be totally disruptive, that is changing everything, but there is a lot to do on existing systems. And things will take some time to change, and things will remain the same. And my proposal is exactly to attack one of those sectors. So this is how the company would like to want, the gas company want you or they are selling you this image. I never got somebody delivering me the gas like this. But the truth is it's actually more a manual process, a lot of phone calls back and forth to check if the customer is at home. You can't tell if a bottle is full or empty just by looking at it, and you still have people getting cold shower sometimes to time. I'm pretending to change that. Additionally, you have another problem. It's that the brand have kind of a difficulty to retain the customers. So they try in the past by getting their own regulator to lock the customer in, but it doesn't work. And actually today, people are kind of, this kind of inquiry, they say they are happy, but it's not that they're happy. They are resigned with the troubles that give the bottle gas, and ideally they would like to get the same experience as that someone that has a piped gas. So they can switch brand quite easily, and it's also a market that is quite sensitive to the price. So with the help of a scale that will sit at the point of consumption, we are able to see the gas that is going down, and we are able to predict when it's going to end. With this, we can use this information and go from end demand to scheduled delivery and lower the cost of logistics. Additionally, you get also no cold shower because you will switch the gas and before it's going to end. Additionally, because this is only part of the business that is for the people that have the bottle at home, but the truck that are doing the delivery, they are also delivering the gas station where people also are buying the gas bottle. Any idea of what it is? So for those who don't know, it's the detail of a cricket wing, the part that makes the noise. And I basically use these techniques or this principle to recognize by the sounds that the bottle is making when you are taking it or putting in those racks where the bottle are stored to check if they are empty or full, if you are taking it out or putting there, and also from which slot you are taking the bottle from. So with a little bit of machine learning on top of this, you are able, in theory, to tell what is the status of the rack in real time. And for quite a cheap, that would be with an affordable device because it's just a microphone with some processing power, and you don't need any sensor, you don't need any cables, so it's neat, or so it's supposed to be. So with these two devices, I have the possibility, I have the complete view of all the assets in the field, which is also an important metrics for this kind of business, because you need really to roll on your bottles, because that's the investment that the company have made, and to be efficient, you get more revenue out of it. So this is what I'm pretending to try to put on fit. So of course you need a kind of source that connect all those devices to get some benefit out of it. By the way, I had a previous company that I created before that was in fleet management, so I know a little bit of this part. Actually, I had some customers that were gas distributors, so it helps convince investors to let's say, or it should, because I'm still not there totally. So this is about the classic problematic that you have on route optimization. Again, it's not only route optimization, it's about the fact that you are able to cluster your delivery. That's where the savings you can gain. And we can see here a little bit of the metrics that we can get from those. So you get saving from the trucks, from the driver, and from the fuel, basically. And the idea is to charge, with the business model, to charge less, of course, than what I should be able to recover for the company, which would be something like this. So the hardware would be something that I will sell to the company, and then some delivery fee according to the size of the bottle, which is indexed to the money that the company will receive. This is the market here in Portugal, so I will ask probably Emmanuel to close the eyes. No, you already know that, of course. So he's one of my potential customers, by the way. This is a little bit outdated, so there is some movements, and it's a sector that is moving quite a lot recently. You maybe heard there is some rumors about getting a social tariff for bottled gas, because there is quite a big difference between piped gas and bottled gas. The tax is not the same, and the price also is substantially different. By the way, Portugal is quite a good use case for this business, because you have the highest consumption per capita and the highest price and the highest consumption as well. You can also, of course, apply that to other countries and eventually to other businesses, to medical and industrial gases, to beer, to a lot of things. But first thing first. So the competition, yes, of course, there is some. This is the go-to-market. We'll see. This is some guys I'm working with. I'm rushing because the nice part is after. It's where I make mistakes. That's the part where you learn something. Okay, so I have at the moment some scales already in the field, and you can see. So I will try. Is there a laser or something? No. Yes. Okay. So this is, for example, a change of a bottle here. Okay. So you see each time you are counting, and you are able basically you can predict 1 or 2 days before the gas is going to end, and you can schedule the delivery. The autonomy is between 4 to 6 years. Just also, it's a question that because it's something that is totally autonomous. You don't need a Wi-Fi. You just need a kind of network that I'm using, which turns this actually doable. So this is a little bit about where I will spend the money, and yeah, that's it. So that was the pitch. Now the part that is also interesting is about entrepreneurship. So usually you start here. You start your about the market, so it will take you some time to discover that maybe you don't know that much. It takes me sometimes, and I'm still learning every day. And the deeper you go and the lower you go on your account, the lower you go as well on the morale. But the thing is, you don't have to. You have to hold on to your beliefs, and you have also to conquer and to get small victories. That's how you hold on. Family and friends are really important also to get support from, because those are the ones that can pull you out. if you are lucky enough to have a nice team, it's also usually helpful, because when one is down, the other is trying to pull him up. So I don't know where I am at the moment. I don't know. I'm probably out already of the gap, but we'll see. The future will see if I'm doing fine or not. So I've made some mistake, because if you don't make mistake, you don't learn. Don't do them on purpose, okay? Just try to make different mistakes each time. So I won't commit all of them, but basically, maybe I can comment one. So yeah, I was probably guilty to go after the shiny stuff, you know, all those competition, and so it's nice at the moment, but you after you won the competition, then what? You have a kind of a gap. So the best recommendation is go after your customer, not after the shiny stuff. It's easy to assume. It's so easy to get in your to keep in your comfort zone and not to talk to a customer, not to check for what the potential customer is saying to you. You need to do that. You need to challenge every assumption that are made to you. And for example, something can work on your lab, but then you have to go on the field, and this is really important. So, of course, yeah, it's a nice and shiny surface here. You can all see that. You can have some problems because the customer doesn't have a cabinet where the size of the scale is fitting, or they just have a nice Faraday cage around your device. So it's fun. Yeah, you have a lot of surprises, but that's part of the deal, I guess. So this is probably more for the Portuguese. I should have thought that it should have been the English version. Any idea of who they are speaking here? So basically, it's about this guy, okay? You know him? Remember? So Don Quixote. I feel a little bit like Don Quixote sometimes, especially because I'm alone right now. So I would welcome really some wingmen. So it's also part of an announcement. If you are interested by my project, I already broke a lot of stones. So yeah, there is probably a lot of work to do, but still there is substantial advance already made. And I have also a gift for her because it's Christmas. So basically all the things that I try to, or I'm finding on my journey, I put that in a wiki, and you can have all this information for free. So if you want, just take this picture or take note of this, and you will get this information. And now I'm open for questions. Thank you.